Our next participant, Dr. Kim Harms. Her title of her program is Calamity, Catastrophe, and the Battle for Your Brain. Her interesting fact, she is the speaker that's formerly known as Hillary Bicketti's mom. All right, let's welcome to the stage Dr. Kim Harms.
Beware the trolls. Trolls are mysterious creatures in Norwegian folklore that tend to show up right when everything is going great, and then they make your life miserable. In the early 1990s, things were going well for me. I had a great husband, 3 wonderful children. My practice was thriving. I thought it would be smooth sailing from then on. But then, the trolls showed up. Within a short period of time, we lost my mother-in-law. My husband and son were involved in a tragic car accident where 2 local boys were killed. And we took our office manager's daughter, I'll call her Kara, out on a family vacation with us. And she dove into a sandbar on a beach in Santa Barbara, and she broke her neck. I had to call my office manager and tell her that her beautiful daughter was now paralyzed for life. My office manager blamed me, and I blamed me, and I was filled with grief and shame and guilt. Calamities and catastrophes happen to all of us. They're unavoidable. And as dental professionals, we live our lives fairly publicly, and expressions of grief do not work well into a relationship where drilling is involved, right? Our patients expect us to have a laser focus on those tiny teeth inside a mouth with moving parts and to smile. So in dentistry, expressions of grief are typically done in secret, but suppressed grief is not a good option. It could cause all kinds of effects: cardiovascular disease, substance abuse, depression, the list goes on. Grappling with grief and managing its side effects are techniques that all dental professionals need to know. Now, the first part of handling a catastrophic event in your dental office is a team effort. We need to come alongside our team members. We need to help them do their job. We need to lift them up. And we also need to make sure that every single patient gets the focused care they deserve. The second part of managing a catastrophic event is an individual one, and it's a battle in your brain. It starts out with an attack of the amygdala. The amygdala is a group of tiny cells located deep in the base of your brain that responds immediately whenever there is tension or anger or fear. The amygdala starts out the fight or flight mechanism. Now, the fight or flight mechanism really was working well back in the day when we faced the danger of being eaten alive by wild beasts. But nowadays, it just complicates things. I'm a baby boomer. Fighting or fleeing really are not effective options for me. And so my brain just gets frustrated. Fortunately, we have another part of our brain called the prefrontal cortex. And the prefrontal cortex soothes down the amygdala. Quite frequently, after a catastrophic event, we'll go through a post-traumatic stress issues where triggers will come back and we can relive the event again and again and again. And those are cases in which the amygdala will throw us down into that pit of despair, and our prefrontal cortex will try to pull us back up. Unfortunately, the prefrontal cortex develops slowly, and it's not fully developed until about the age of 25. And that can sometimes prove fatal. In the early 2000s, things were going better again. Kara had moved on to college. She was adjusting to her wheelchair. Our office manager had moved to another dental office. I was climbing out of that pit. And then the trolls showed up. My husband developed liver cancer. Our office hygienist son took his own life at age 17, and then she lost a baby shortly afterwards. One of the front desk receptionists developed cancer. An assistant died from cardiomyopathy suddenly. My brother Mike died of heart attack. My nephew Zachary died from suicide. And then my husband got a liver transplant. And we thought, well, at least there, life is moving on. But by now, the trolls had moved in. On January 31st of 2009, my precious, beautiful son, Eric, took his own life 45 minutes after a breakup with his girlfriend. He was a student at Columbia University, brilliant engineering and jazz pianist. His life left us crushed. We will miss him forever. Eric was a victim of suicidal depression, the loss of an important relationship, and a brain not fully developed in his prefrontal cortex, where judgment and impulse control would have helped him out. When are we going to be the same after a catastrophic loss? Never. We are never the same. We'll be changed. We will never move on, but we can move forward. We will never get over it, but we will get through it. If you are suffering a catastrophic loss, please work hard with the battle in your brain to get your life back and find joy. If you have a friend or a coworker who's suffering, please come alongside them and help them out. Don't judge, don't fix. The battle against the trolls can be won, but it takes a team effort. Let's defeat those trolls. Thank you. Thank you.